What is meant by the term ordinance? 2 or. When can ordinances be issued by the President? 2 or. Why are the ordinances considered temporary measures? 2. 9. Promulgate ordinances. Meaning. An ordinance is an authoritative decree or direction. It has the same status as an Act of Parliament. Under Article 123, the President can promulgate an ordinance and has the power to withdraw the ordinance at any time. Conditions to issue. The power to promulgate an ordinance is subject to the following conditions. A. An ordinance can be promulgated when both houses of Parliament are not in session. However, even if one house is in session, there is no bar in issuing of ordinances. B. The President must be satisfied that circumstances make it necessary for him to take immediate action. Outcome. C. However, an ordinance lapses or ceases to be effective after 6 weeks if it is not approved by the legislature from the date the Parliament reassembles. D. The ordinance lapses if it is replaced by an Act of Parliament. Discretionary powers. Explain the discretionary powers of President. 3 or. Under what circumstances can the President of India use his discretionary powers? 3. In certain situations, the President of India has to function using his discretion without the advice of the Council of Ministers. These are: the Council of Ministers loses the confidence but refuses to resign. The President can dismiss ministers in case the Council of Ministers loses the confidence of the House but refuses to resign. Ask another party to prove its majority on the floor of the House. When the ruling party who has lost majority support in the Lok Sabha or when a vote of no confidence may have been passed against it, recommends to the President to dissolve the Lok Sabha, then it is at the discretion of the President to either dissolve the House or ask another party to prove its majority on the floor of the House. In case of sudden death. In case of sudden death of an incumbent, for example, by assassination as in the case of Mrs. Indira Gandhi, it is the duty of the President to appoint a new Prime Minister if the ruling party is unable to meet immediately to elect a leader. There is a hung Parliament. Appointment of the Prime Minister in a situation when no single party wins the clear support of the majority of the Lok Sabha. Members a coalition of parties form a government. The President uses his discretion to appoint the new Prime Minister. This is because he cannot appoint the new Prime Minister on the advice of the outgoing Prime Minister who may have lost the election or the support of the House. Not answerable before any court. President has to ensure that there should not be more than a 6-month lapse between 2 successive sessions of the Parliament. He is not answerable to any court in connection with the exercise of his powers.